Hey there. I made this video because I'm a relatively new owner of the Skytrak launch monitor, and when I was deciding to buy the Golf Club 2019 software, I came to YouTube to see the quality of courses offered, but mostly I saw people standing in front of the camera talking and hitting shots at a big screen on a wall which showed little detail. Besides a very short introduction, you will only see golf holes in this video, so you can easily decide if the Golf Club 2019 is what you want. My name is John. I'm a member of Glenelg Golf Club, South Australia. This video was made under virus-free conditions. Okay, let's go over to the first hole at St Andrews, the old course. Just a quick explanation to those that might not know, this is not a computer game, although you can play games of golf using it. Each shot you see, I physically had to hit with my golf clubs and a ball, just like on a real golf course. The Skytrak launch monitor watches and interprets my shot and then animates it onto the computer screen. It can place the animated ball onto a practice range or to thousands of different golf courses around the world. Analysis of each shot is given by the Golf Club 2019 to help the golfer improve their swing. This is the analysis page that you can set to appear after every shot. It is most important to have the Skytrak launch monitor aligned and level with your intended swing. Otherwise, if you are providing it with bad data, you will end up getting a poor analysis, and even worse, end up making more bad shots than you are really hitting. You will notice balls near the hole disappear. This is because I set the gimme rule to save time. There are a few hurdles to overcome when using the Golf Club 2019. The first is, unless you're very computer literate, you might struggle loading the golf club on. And if you are using Windows 10, don't load it in the tablet mode because for some reason it looks different and it's just not as easy to do. I'd suggest, if you're not good at computers, get somebody there that is to help you, because otherwise you will struggle. Probably the most frustrating thing is if you can't keep the Golf Club 2019 connected to the internet. I've had problems with this myself, with my system losing the internet after 6 or 7 holes, and it's quite a problem. First of all, you have to get back on again, which sometimes means you have to close the whole system down, reboot everything, which is very time consuming and frankly a bit annoying. Then when you do get back to your game, you can find that the last hole you played hasn't been saved, and if it was a good one, you had a birdie or something, then you've lost a good hole and you have to replay it all over again. Another annoying fact. And of course it's an even worse problem if you're playing an online game with somebody maybe even the other side of the world, because reconnecting takes time and it destroys the atmosphere. If you're offline, you may not be able to get to your favourite courses or save games, which once again is very frustrating. Losing the internet connection is definitely my biggest problem. After this next hole, I'm going to insert the 16th hole from Cypress Point. It's to do with replays. They're a known fault with the Golf Club 2019. They say that the WMV files from Microsoft are corrupted by Windows 10. No doubt Microsoft are saying the exact opposite. However, I myself lost a full 18 holes of Cypress Point and 9 holes at Shinnecock Hills, so they are getting damaged and unplayable somehow. Luckily, with the 16th hole at Cypress Point, I'd hit such a good shot on a brilliant hole that I filmed it with my camera to immediately WhatsApp to a friend. The quality is obviously that of a camera filming a screen, but it shows the brilliance of Cypress Point, and I really wanted you to see that. This is that hole, the 16th at Cypress Point. It's what's known as a LiDAR course, and it's perfect. And that's all I've got from a great round at Cypress Point. I'm very sad about it. I will edit in the 12th hole from Augusta a bit later. That course kills me. It's brilliant to play, but very hard. Oh, by the way, there's a secret name for Augusta on the Golf Club 2019, at least for a very, very, very good copy of it. You won't find it under Augusta because they complained of using their name. That's Augusta Golf Course itself. And so it's now called, and this is a secret, so don't tell anybody, it's called Firethorn. That's spelled Firethorn. Okay, I'll repeat that, Firethorn. Don't tell anybody, it is a secret. Anyone that doesn't like technical details can turn their volume down now for half a minute. You might have heard me say that Cypress Point was a LiDAR course. The latest courses are being made with LiDAR, which stands for light detecting and ranging. It's a method that uses light in the form of a pulse laser to measure. This, combined with other data recorded by the airborne system, generates precise three-dimensional information about the shape of the Earth and its surface characteristics. This is perfect for building an exact replica of a golf course for Skytrak and the golf club to bring to us at home. Great! I'm going to put in the 12th hole at Augusta after this current hole is finished. I'll use video from where the shots are hit and what as a player you'll see, not from a replay. This will give you some idea of the real time taken to hit each shot, the thinking and selection time, the calculations you have to make, just like on a real golf course. Here we are at the 12th at Augusta, one of the 3 holes known as Amen Corner. This will take 1 minute 55 seconds to play. That's the time it took me to play the shots in real life. There's no golfer shown on this screen, but you do get an overhead shot of the hole down the left hand side. Obviously you can't see me, but when this starts I'm deciding what club to play. The Golf Club 2019 is recommending a 7-iron, but in the end I choose an 8-iron. But I forget to change that selection on the screen. I don't know if this affected the shot. Bunker shots appear to me can be played exactly the same as chips and pitches. I never seem to have any problem getting out of the bunkers, but as with chips, getting the right length is very difficult. Because I want to get the ball up extra quickly from this front bunker, I changed the club selection in the Golf Club 2019 to a lob wedge. By the way, there is an in-program golf commentator called John who gets excited by this next shot. It isn't me, okay? At this point, I'm probably waggling around in the bunker. Nice open stance, right elbow tucked in. I like my hands well forward for bunker shots, and then the last thing I do is try to get relaxed in my muscles and keep my head up. I'm 6'4" tall, and with short clubs it's easy for me to get into the habit of looking down too much. And then, when I feel just right, I stop thinking and let it happen.
Whoa! Yes, yes, yes.
Ah, John, the on-course commentator with his yes, yes, yeses. I want to hear more. Blimey, we've only got to the 7th hole at St Andrews. I thought we'd got further. Seems to have taken a long time to get this far. What I might do is leave you for 2 or 3 holes, let you have a chance to have a bit of silence and look up the course in detail. See if you want to buy the software for your lovely new Skytrak device. And then I'll come back and I'll show you the 17th island hole at Sawgrass. That should be fun. See you in a minute.
And well, this probably isn't going to take too long to finish. Just a small course today. Let's go.
Thanks, John. I just got to aim a little bit to the right here, allow for my draw, and let it rip. There we go.
Someone's going to need to bite.
Oh, John, you're so pessimistic. Look, I bet it's even going to roll backwards a little bit here. I wouldn't call it backspin, but definitely getting closer.
Nice. Ended up just fine after that shot. All right, 25-footer from here to the cup.
Let's have a little flyover, see which way the ball's going to turn. It's a lot from left to right, and it's considerably downhill. Obviously, I've seen it a lot on television, this one, so I know it's downhill, but it's very downhill. Going to aim it to the left now. That's right. Lovely day here today at Sawgrass. Not a cloud in the sky. Got it online. Just didn't hit it. I thought it was going to be faster than that. When Tiger hits it down there, it always rolls well out.
And this next putt for par.
Thank you, John. I know that. There's no need to remind me. Got to aim it a bit left. And still missed it. Oh, lovely bogey. First time I played it though, so I can't complain too much.
Ending things off at 1 over today. All right, thank you very much for the round, my friend. We'll see you next time.
It was nice having a co-commentator there for a minute. Thanks, John. To get back to something I mentioned earlier, my biggest problem was losing the internet connection when playing around a golf. This is still true, but what I forgot to mention is that there are a lot of golf courses contained in the software you load onto the computer in the first place. Good courses that you can play offline, so you'll never be stuck without somewhere to play, just maybe not the course you wanted. There also appears to be 4 download packs of courses in the startup interface area to increase the number of offline courses available. Have a look. After doing some research, it has been said that losing the internet connection is less likely if you're hardwired and not using a Wi-Fi, either from a router or from 4 or 5G. I have to use a Wi-Fi hotspot from a 4G enabled computer, and I have done everything to make the connection stable. If you are having problems with your internet connection as well, make sure you've got Microsoft updates banned during the time that you are playing a game of golf, and also put your hotspot settings to never time out. That can sometimes cause a problem. My internet connection is incredibly fast and it doesn't drop out anywhere else, but on the Golf Club 2019 it works, it doesn't work, it works again. I tend to think the Golf Club 2019 servers are perhaps overloaded with desperate golfers and they can't cope. The fact is, I just don't know. I'll leave it at that. After every round of golf, you are given stats of your play. They all seem to make sense except my putting stats, which were showing 70 or 80% one putts. This just wasn't true. I eventually worked this out to be because I had the gimme option set to on, and it was only counting the putts I hit, not the short ones I was automatically given. I use an all-in-one touchscreen computer to run the Golf Club 2019. I like touchscreens as keyboards and mice are just something else to move around and put batteries in. However, for the Golf Club 2019, you really need them. I was happily tapping signs on the screen and nothing would happen. Eventually I worked out the signs were for keys on the keyboard, and then I found all sorts of new and exciting things. The max is also very necessary for moving and repositioning. So far I haven't managed to find a manual for the Golf Club 2019 simulator version, so it really has been a little bit of I'll try this, see if it works, I'll try that, see if it works, and that's why with the keyboard I didn't have a clue you had to be pressing M for this and Q for that. I just thought I could touch it on the screen, which unfortunately I couldn't. Something I haven't tried yet is the software included with the Golf Club 2019 to build your own courses. I like the idea of downloading the LiDAR mapping, overlaying it on a screenshot from Google Maps of the course I choose to build, and then making it as realistic as possible for us to play. However, it just seems like hard work. Plus, so far I've only played 4 courses that count towards getting a handicap on the Golf Club 2019, and I need to play a 5th. I've been putting off playing a 5th round until I sort out my internet problems, because I did play the full 18 holes at Augusta and 9 got lost when the internet dropped out, or the files got corrupted, or both. Luckily the 9 that it saved still counted towards a handicap. That's something else the software does. At the end of each game it updates your handicap using the official New World Handicapping system, although I've still yet to master what they call slope to work out how hard a course is. I read the instructions, but in all honesty it didn't make a lot of sense to me. This year, because of COVID-19, I have only played in 3 real-life golf competitions. I live by the sea, and 2 of the courses were links courses right alongside the sea, and one called Mount Osmond, which was on top of a mountain, well, a big hill. In all, I played 4 rounds, and all were in gale force winds, which from what I can see were not taken into account properly when working out my handicap. When I asked about it, they just said, well, it's normally windy here. This didn't answer my question, but it gave me my answer. Tough luck. You will also find inside the main menu area of the Golf Club 2019 access to their driving range, where you'll still be given the information page on every shot you hit, so you can improve your golf swing. There is also a chipping and putting area, and I would seriously suggest you use this before trying to play a round of golf. If you hit a full pitching wedge, I expect you know the distance you will be getting, or what you expect anyway. But with chipping and putting, you are constantly estimating to hit them varying distances. When you have a full 3-dimensional visual on a real golf course, estimating different lengths and then producing a swing for that distance is hard. When you have no real visuals, like in the Golf Club 2019, you have to conjure them up in your head, and it is very, very hard to do. And if you're anything like me, you won't choose an easy course for your first round. I chose Jack Nicklaus's Muirfield Village first up. Was it a mistake? Well, I enjoyed suffering, and it taught me to go and practice my chipping and putting. It will be interesting if the chipping and putting lessons I'm learning here will help me in a real round of golf. To make it easier for yourself, if you play somewhere like Augusta, where the greens are lightning fast, in the game setup before starting you can adjust green speed and firmness of the course, etc. If you're like me, you'll just ignore those for the first game because you just won't want to wait. Well, we are coming towards the end of the 18 holes, plus the 3 extra ones. I'm amazed you made it this far. I hope it will help you get what you want. I did a lot of personal research on what was best for me, including trying eGolf, who give you a 30-day demo with 1 course to play on. I even looked at the original golf club. I have now had the full system for 8 weeks, and although it has a few problems that I'm getting over, I am extremely happy with my choice. I highly recommend it. I feel it's one of those things like the internet. In a few months I will wonder how I ever lived without Skytrak and the Golf Club 2019. Thanks for watching. I hope it helped. Bye.